Hey guys, Mitch here, coming right back at you again. So I got some great questions from some awesome viewers already, which is really cool. I kind of cheated, guys. This is actually my second channel that I have on YouTube, so I'm kind of used to doing these YouTube presentations. So 5 problems I've heard from people who are over 50. Really, these are people who are senior citizens who are retired. So the first one was technical challenges. Yeah, I get that, you guys. I get that. I too was not born with an iPhone in my hand, right? We were of the generation what? I could probably guess what you guys are doing, right? So my generation, we were told to stay outside until when? The sun comes down. You know, until already, right? That's what it was all about. Where do we drink our water from outside? We're outside running around? Well, from the garden hoses out there. We were not worried about stuff like that, right? You climb up a tree and you fell down. You think I had on a helmet and pads and knee pads? I know you guys didn't. I didn't either. That's our generation, right? We were not born with all this technology stuff. We didn't wear pads and knee pads and everything else. We weren't locked in our basements for hours playing a game and stuff, you know. We were out there, we were outside. Am I right? Please tell me I'm right. If I'm right, comment below and says, yeah, you are right, Mitch. You are right, Mitch. Okay, there we go, right? So, technical challenges. Look, there's a lot of platforms out there. There's a lot of software out there, a lot of things you do on your computer, on your phone that are maybe outside your understanding because, again, I got my first computer when I was 17 years old. So I was a bit ahead of the bunch of my friends, but that's when I got my first computer. But even now, in my 50s, I do come across some challenging software programs. Now, in my job, I have to use software all the time, so I'm kind of ahead of the bunch, you know, for Gen Xers, of course. But here's the deal. The eBay platform, the eBay software, they call it a platform. That's the big word, right? It just means the eBay software you're using. You just have to focus your energies on the eBay platform or the software. You just have to learn how that works. You don't have to learn about Excel or Microsoft Word or this or that. You just have to learn how to use the eBay platform. I have nothing to sell you. So if you want help, say, Mitch, can you make a video about how to use the eBay platform? I'll do 3 or 4 or 5, 10 videos, whatever, until you understand how it works. And if you have problems, put that in the comments. No, Mitch, I didn't understand this part here you did, or whatever this part here. I will tell you how it works, okay? So, yes, we all know we were not born with phones in our hands. We were not about to walking around like drones. You know, we don't say hi to people anymore because we're on these phones all day long. That wasn't our generation, right? But I will teach you how to use the eBay platform because it's imperative you learn that platform, the software. It's not hard, guys. It just takes repetition. You know, it just takes some repetition. That's all it takes, all right? If you want me to teach you, tell me that. I'll make a video for you. But you got to let me know what you want. I can tell you how to do it if you tell me what you want, okay? Number 2 are security concerns, right? And you know we get targeted all the time. I get this junk all the time, you know? I get stuff like, oh, please respond. You got to respond to us now because your credit card might be fraudulent. You know, it's some foreign email or some crazy number to it, whatever, you know. I ignore everything like that. It's just all nonsense, of course, you know. But those are true. People do have what I call legitimate security concerns. Now, in my time on eBay, when you first open up an account, you might have 1 or 2 they call phishing, P-H-I-S-H-I-N-G. These are fraudulent people trying to get your information, okay? But it's really cool now because I noticed eBay is really on top of those things now. They cut it out really quick. So you're going to have some security concerns for sure because eBay does need a way to pay you, right? So how do they pay you? They pay you through your bank account, you know, at least for me. So you got to give them that route number, your account number, you know, so they have at least a way to pay you. Now, what I've done before is that I have a bank I rarely use. You know, I use one bank I rarely use. I got a card for that bank. And my eBay is attached to that one bank only, not attached to all my other accounts. It's just an isolated bank there, right? And in my 6 years doing this, I've never had an issue, not one time. So just so you know, so there are security concerns, security issues you might be worried about. But from my personal experience in my 6 years, I can tell you, I've never had an issue with that at all. If you guys want help with that too, no, I don't want your account numbers. But I'm saying though, how to make your eBay platform secure, let me know. put that in comments down below too. I'm going to help you with that, okay? Another thing is, oh my gosh, the shipping and the logistics, right? Shipping's a deal because when somebody buys your product, right, you then must mail them the product. And number one, that costs, of course, right? So sometimes on eBay, you can say, okay, the buyer will pay for shipping, whoever buys your product, or you will pay for shipping. Either way, you're going to want to get a scale, that measures maybe 2 or 3 pounds, whatever, at the most, because you want to know ahead of time how much that shipping will cost, because eBay has a discount program too for mailing that they help you out with as well. So it's kind of cool. Also too, if you know your post office people very well, like I do, they know me now. Here goes Mitchell again. They know me, right? And they tell me about little discounts here and there and stuff like that, So shipping is an issue at first. It will be, because I got burned one time. I'll tell you a story. It's like my third seller, right? I sold this little ring I had, and I sold it, and I didn't consider the shipping cost, right? It was overseas. That was way back in the day, Shipping was like $25, Oh my gosh, I lost money. I did it again too, just 3 years ago on Mr. Professional, right? It's so stupid. I sold 2 golf clubs, and I found on Goodwill, great sale, right? Great sale, but bought for like maybe $15, sold for like 120. But golf clubs have to be packaged a certain way, and I took a hit there too. Like, oh my gosh, So you got to learn these shipping tricks, and I'll teach you that, because I don't want you guys to get hit like I got hit. I got smacked in the face by not knowing what I was doing. Plus, there wasn't anybody out there to really show me these things. I mean, there's some eBay channels out there, but they're by the younger crowd. That's great. Young guys and people are great too. It's fantastic. But they kind of talk like you already know the lingo and the language. I'm not here for that. I'm here to teach you the basics, because this is for people over 50, who really want to get into the eBay environment, right? So I want to teach you that, of course, right? At this point here too, please subscribe to this channel. That's the only way it's going to grow. Please hit like as well. I would really appreciate that. Number 4 is competition, right? Don't let people scare you away because they say, oh my gosh, it's too saturated. There's too much competition. There's not, right? If I'm making $300 to $500 a month net, right? Yeah, there's competition, but I'm still making money, right? And you will too. Don't let that worry you. If that worried you, there would never be a McDonald's or Burger King or Taco Bell. They'd all be, oh my gosh, there's competition. Don't be scared about competition. Every business, every job has competition. For those of you that have retired, are still working the job over 50, right? People right now want your seat. They want your job. There's competition everywhere, correct? So don't let that dissuade you. Don't let that scare you, all right? You're always going to have competition. Last one I'll tell you is about customer communications. Is the customer always right? Heck no. We are not from that generation about, is the customer always right? Because they're not. Every once in a while, maybe I've had it 3 times in 3 years, you get a guy on there who communicates with you, and they're trying to pull a scam on you, right? So you make sure you go through eBay. Make sure, sometimes people say, hey, can you give me a text? We can talk offline. Never go offline. Always stay on the eBay platform. It's the best way to defend yourself from scammers, because scammers try to get through anyway sometimes, right? So always use the eBay platform when you communicate with customers, but you're always going to have that one, right? No matter what business you're in. You could be making supersonic missiles. There's always going to be one customer who's going to be mad about your missiles. The wrong colors, not fast enough, whatever, right? Same way with eBay. This is when being over 50 is great, at least for me. Because I learned in my time of being on this earth for half a century how to be patient. Every issue, every group of people, there's always a clown in that group. You have your clowns as well who target eBay people on purpose, try to make a quick buck, try to get a free product, right? So just remember, that's what happens. When they communicate with you, good or bad, whatever, just communicate back and, be nice, be cordial, don't be rude or whatever, because if you're correct with what you're doing step by step, eBay will have your back. I've had 4 disputes in 3 years. I won 3. I lost 1 because the gentleman, I guess, he convinced eBay that I was wrong. You're going to lose sometimes too, right? But for the most part, it'll be fine, okay? This is another installment from Mitch on Mitch Bay. So again, you guys, if you want to get on board, learn how to do eBay, learn how to enjoy yourself on this platform on eBay, let me know. Hit the comment button in the course. Also too, give me a like. Tell me what you want to learn about eBay. I will show you for people over 50. I'm here for that, okay? Take care and thank you. Bye-bye.